Hey guys, so when I was on the Melbourne Drug Court, this is just how ridiculous all things Victorian government are summed up in a story like this. So in their master stroke, when they had me in their conditioning school under Magistrate Pappas's Melbourne Drug Court, if you'd give them the benefit of the doubt, this is what the mastermind experts of the audit... It is mind-numbing. Anyway, what they did, let's give them the benefit of the doubt and say they weren't weaponising surveillance equipment to try and get at me and ruin my reputation, slur me and all that. Let's say they were doing it genuinely to watch you like you're on a Melbourne Drug Court and they want to get the best positive behaviour change out of you. So here's the Victorian State Government, and what they would do, they would monitor me. Now, I'd ride my push bike 40 minutes in and 40 minutes out. Like it was, and I'd ride it as fast as I can, getting fit. But these people in the government, these lefty loonies, they don't understand that type of, this is what I mean. Like I would have overweight lesbian women trying to like guide me on, oh, that's, oh gee, like that's, is that what they do, is it? Like really? Get all sweaty like that? And they enjoy that, do they? Like, just nonsense. So anyway, here I am riding my push bike into the Melbourne Drug Court and out. And I'm riding as fast as I can. I'm training, I'm fit, I'm trying to keep fit. I'm busting a sweat, I'm trying to beat my times every time. But in that would come little sneaky runs of, you know, maybe just like any cyclist would. Sneaky bike ride, cross a lot, you know, there might have been bending of some like road rules there, right? But this is where it comes bonkers. So what they would do, the masterminds in the Melbourne Drug Court, they would have little stalkers at great expense to the community, try and cut me off, try to slow me down to try and demonstrate how dangerous this riding a bike as fast as you can is. I kid you not, this is fact. Well, on this one occasion, one of these stalkers, just on a sprinkly day, it had just been drizzling, so it was slippery as, and the tram tracks down there on Brunswick Street were like ice. Well, this stalker thought, and I could tell they were stalkers, like you could see it, like it's too frequent, it's happening too often, and this one thought, right, she's going to give me a start. And she literally pretended to cut in front of me, like pull out and cut, to try and like spook me, like, see, this is what could happen to you. Which literally veered me, I kid you not, if I was not skilled enough, I would have been dead. I promise you, this is the morons that exist in Magistrate Pap. This happened, this is fact. So she's pretending, trying to slow me down because, she knows best, right? This lunatic, probably big overweight thing, never done a day's exercise in her life. So she, boom, pulls in front of me to try and spook me into like slowing down, and you know, I kid you not, because I'd had these references made to, oh gee, that was a like literally like just keep these people away from surveillance law breaking, please. Anyway, so they cut me off, veer me straight into a tram. Luckily enough, I just missed the tram and then ended up sliding on the tram track, belly first, boom, big 60km/h crash on Brunswick Street because some fat drug court stalker, given the approval from the Barts from Melbourne Drug Court, thought that was an acceptable way to try and send the message across that, hey, you know, you might be riding too fast there. And that is a fact, ladies and gentlemen. That happened to me. That is the Victorian State Government through and through. Literally. Like, they just think they're doing the best. You got some fat left-wing lunatic who's never had any life experience for herself or himself, trying to guide people. And it is the most ludicrous, ridiculous, left-wing, loony nonsense that you could ever have experienced, a person could ever experience in their life. And that's a fact. That's another just ridiculous story that I've got under the belt, under the experiences and the times I was kidnapped, I was controlled by the Victorian state government. And that is not one bit of an exaggeration. In fact, you can't do that story justice unless you were there and you saw this lunatic, and then you knew these people are doing this. This is a drug court stalky trick. Oh my God, who approves this? I'll tell you who. The likes of the magistrate Pappases. That's who approves it. Dead set idiots. That's who. People who should resign, and very quickly. That's who. But she's got a brother, you know, he's got contacts and stuff. Doesn't excuse the corruption and ridiculous crimes you've caused. Speak soon, guys.